Hi, this is Ms. Lancaster. So this is just a quick video to kind of check in with you for chapter 3. Chapter 3 is our first of the chapters that are not really kind of introducing us to what sociology is, but starting to actually use sociology to understand our social world. So chapter 3 is culture. As you're reading through the chapter, what I want you to kind of recognize is that culture is all around us, right? It is technically really what I like to say our operating system. We're on a computer, so we're on this is an online class, so you all are all familiar with computers. How computers are, they don't just work the base itself, right? It needs something that actually makes it function, right? So that's that operating system. So what we really want to kind of recognize is that societies are kind of like the box of the computer, but culture is like the software that makes the computer work. Okay, so our society is packed full of a lot of culture. We're exposed to values, beliefs, norms, language. All right, there's both material aspects of culture as well as non-material or symbolic aspects of culture. So you'll learn about those different pieces of culture that kind of exist to kind of make our society function the way that it does. So as you're listening, and not listening, as you're reading through the chapter, kind of pay attention to those various components of culture, right? The material pieces as well as the non-material, the symbolic aspects, recognizing that there's different types of norms, right? There are laws, there are folkways, there are mores, right? There are taboos that are a type of more. There is ideal culture, which is what we're ideally taught through socialization, which is next chapter. We'll learn about that next chapter. But ideally taught to us. And then there is the real culture that actually really happens. So I want you to kind of recognize the differences of that. There are various levels of culture. There are subcultures, there are countercultures, there's dominant culture, which is mainstream, right? And then, it's all of these little tiny pieces that I want us to kind of pull together to recognize that we act and live the way that we do based on the society that we're in. But the society that we're in, it acts the way that it does because of the people. Okay, so bringing us back to that understanding of the sociological imagination about how the micro and the macro are very intertwined and interconnected. So please feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Don't hesitate to message me on using the Reflection Journal or by email. Remember though, if you use the Reflection Journal, you can get some extra credit. All right, so I do highly recommend using that. Don't wait till the last minute to post your discussion board questions. So you should be using those to kind of help you, post what you're interested in, what you really like, post what you're confused about so that maybe your classmates or I can help clarify before you take that quiz or test or whatever you want to call it that's due on Tuesdays, okay? Inquisitive, due on Thursdays. Data workshops due on Sunday. Chapter quiz as well as discussion boards are due on Tuesday. However, the sooner you do your discussion board, the more opportunity that you have to get full credit by having your interactions. Okay, let me know if you have any questions and have a great day.